Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Ethereum and its valuations against Bitcoin as well as the US dollar. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. Well, altcoins took a dive this weekend, which is interestingly enough because the past several weekends has proven to be a good time for altcoins. Yesterday, we saw Bitcoin surge. Surge is a little dramatic, but it moved up about 3%, 2%, nothing out of the ordinary. But at the same time, altcoins started to bleed. And Ethereum against Bitcoin actually bled from the wick to where we are now to about 10% and to the local low of 13.35. No, against Bitcoin, that's pretty dramatic, considering the fact that we didn't have a catastrophic dump with Bitcoin, but nonetheless, Ethereum Bitcoin did bleed, a good chunk. Um, the U.S. dollar valuation is also looking to be the same thing. Take in mind this is the hourly chart, just to show the move, the short-term move that we experienced a few days ago. So from like the local top, so about 1760 to the lows about 1497 or like 1500, it's about 15% loss. To where we are now, it's just under 10. Now, because of this recent move, I did get stopped out. Um, Ethereum did cross the $1,640 mark, a couple days ago, and when it was up here at 1760, I threw a trailing stop around that area. It didn't go any higher, and it reversed, so I did get stopped out. I sold it, half of it to Bitcoin and half of it to back to stablecoins. So I didn't fully de-risk, but I lowered the risk by throwing it into Bitcoin at the moment, which is arguably less risky than Ethereum. And then I also sold a portion of it back to stablecoins, which is zero risk in the grand scheme of things. But with this short-term move, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's that big a deal. When we look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart on the daily time frame, we can see the move that started early January, so January 3rd. We saw this reversal trend happen where we saw from the end of the fall or beginning of the fall in September, we had a trend going down, and here we are at a much more vertical angle compared to the drop, um, a surge and a reversal. Now, you can argue that this is alt season, and I would agree with you. Altcoins on their own have gained quite a bit on Bitcoin, and you can see that on total too. You can see that on the Bitcoin dominance chart. It is arguably said that altcoins have been gaining ground. The thing about alt season is we don't know how long it's going to last. We saw alt season happen, during this time, I would argue, from July 22nd to September. And that's what, July, August, that's 2 months of price action. And if we look, okay, if we look at the date range, we're looking at about 41 days. Currently, we're, I believe, around the same time. If we go to the macro peak, we're at 33 days. So we're roughly around the same day. We give or take 10 days. I'm not saying that this alt season is going to last 41 days or less. I'm just showing that alt season does not last forever. And it's always important to take profits when you're up. In this case, I did take profits from Ethereum. I threw it back into Bitcoin and also into stablecoins. Um, that being said, also a lot of other altcoins are reaching um, the target where I would look to sell. Chainlink is another one. Uniswap, I'm contemplating because of how high it's gone up, but I'm still hesitant on that because that position I was looking more towards a longer term time frame. But I do want to take the opportunity that's that's given to me now, being so high up on the position to take some profits. Um, but back to Ethereum. Ethereum has been uh, dropping the past 2 days. I mean, again, yesterday was 4.75, and today we're at 3.24, down against Bitcoin. However, we've seen that it has been respecting the 20-day moving average. And where we are right now is basically at the 20-day. So um, we're hoping, or the hope is that Ethereum manages to make some kind of support here, and to continue the trend. If it does, then I think no cause for alarm, and we can go on as normal. To also take into consideration is Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin um, is also down for the day. It's down 2%. However, it surged quite a bit yesterday. It went up to 40K yesterday, but then got sold back down to about 39. As you can see here, I do have this symmetrical triangle drawn. You can argue that it is uh, a bull flag, I guess, but just something that I'm looking at. I'm not putting too much stock into it because we've already seen it broke, and time will tell if we're able to make support here. If we're able to make support and continue the breakout of this, then it'll be much more difficult, I think, for Ethereum to keep up, because it's arguably said that Bitcoin might take all of that liquidity that was going to go into altcoins back into Bitcoin, to further increase the price, and therefore altcoin valuations against Bitcoin will tend to bleed. Um, Currently, right now, Ethereum's at 1588. Um, we're still above $1,500. We and we'll see where this takes us. Again, it seems like Ethereum against the US dollar is also respecting the 20-day as well. We see it hug it here, we see it hug it here, and we see it hugging this area right here. So that is another um, indicator to look at when looking at Ethereum, and seeing what will happen. Um, but as of right now, it's we see a short-term uh, correction against the second largest cryptocurrency on the market, and to me, no cause for concern yet. If Bitcoin starts either moving to the upside, then we can expect Ethereum, Bitcoin to um, go down. But at the same time, Ethereum against the US dollar, I would imagine, will continue to trend up if Bitcoin manages to keep running up. If it's the other way around, then we'll potentially see Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the US dollar take a dive um, in the short term. But that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.